Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Habibi Umar, you asked me about two questions. Number 39 in December 2021, Literacy 1, and number 36 in October 2020, Literacy 1. So let's go ahead and answer those questions. Number 36, all right. Here, obviously, they're asking you about correlative conjunctions, not only, but also, okay? Two things you need to learn about the correlative conjunctions. First of all, the two conjunctions have to come together. So whenever you find not only, you have to find but also. Okay, and this is happening here. Wherever you found not only, you find also, not also. Not only but also. Okay, so that's obviously here. Now, what you also have to put in mind when you're doing these kinds of questions is the structure that comes after not only has to be the same structure as what comes after but also. So here you have not only but also, then you have a verb and the subject. Here you have the verb and you have the subject. Okay, so that's why this one is your answer. Here you have the subject is outside of not only, but here you have the subject and the verb are within but also. So you have subject and then not only, and then you have but, and then you have the subject and the verb. So that's wrong. You want to make sure that your subject and verb are coming after not only, so they also come after but also. Okay, so this is why this one is wrong. All right, here you have not only but also, but here you have tracking and you have here solve. It's different structures, so that's going to be wrong. All right, here you have the subject is outside of not only, but here you have the subject and the verb are within but also. All right, so this is why this one is wrong. All right, so when you have not only but also, you want to make sure that whatever comes after not only is also what comes after but also. So here you have the subject and verb coming after not only, so here you're going to have the subject and the verb coming after but also. Here you have the subject is outside of not only, but you have the subject and the verb right after but also. Here you have different structures altogether, so that's definitely wrong. Here you have they is before not only, and then you have after but also you have the subject and the verb. So that's why that's wrong. Okay, so that's number 36. All right, number 39. Number 39, first off, you're going to see that there are differences in punctuation marks. Here you have a semicolon after also. Definitely, you're never going to have a semicolon after the word also because you need a complete sentence before you put a semicolon. Here you have a colon after also, so you can't put a colon after also. You have to have a colon after a complete sentence. Is also, this is not a complete sentence. All right, now here is the problem. You have often is also a professor, and then here you have in your answer, often also is a professor. Okay, the thing to remember with also is that it comes between the subject and the verb. Okay, usually you're going to put it between the subject and the verb. Here in your passage, if you look through the passage, you're going to see that that's the structure that's being followed in the passage. Here it says the report also underscores. So it comes between the subject and the verb. The word also, it's coming between the subject and the verb. Also here, you're going to find the researchers also found. So you have the subject, you have the verb, and you have the word also right in between them. Okay, so obviously that's the structure that they're following in this exam, where they're going to put also between the subject and the verb. Okay, so that's why your answer here is A. There are other places that you can put also, but the most traditional way of using also is that you're going to use it between the subject and the verb. Okay, so that's why this one is wrong. All right, thank you for your questions.